Right people, I've decided to call this turbine Poroldchap. The reason being, I want to honour the gentleman on YouTube who gave me this idea of the modification. So I'm naming the turbine Poroldchap after the idea came from Poroldchap. And don't forget, go over and check out his channel, and you may even find out what I've done. The next session with the ceiling fan turbine. I've got myself some steel strip, right, 1 metre long, 25 millimetres wide and 2 millimetres thick. That fills the gap up a bit, won't it? Bong! Boy, have I got a surprise for you lot. Right. I'm also going to be using a piece of this and a piece of that. And I shall be showing in the next video exactly how I achieved the results that I'm going to be showing you when I've done this. So it's probably going to be 2 videos away, because there'll be this one, which is basically an update, and the next video will be making this. Yes, it does have something to do with the turbine. No, it's not a tail for a Holt horizontal axis wind turbine. No. It's not a paddle for a canoe either. And no, I'm not up a creek without a paddle, because I can make one. Oh boy, are you guys going to kill me when you see what I'm doing? Unfortunately, it's going to be 2 videos time, and you'll find out exactly what I'm up to. But it's no good waiting until then, because you'll miss the 2 bits, the other 2 videos. No, 1 video, sorry. You'll miss the next one if you wait for the next one after that to find out what I'm on about. Okay? And yes. Have a nice day. Right people. Right. To make the modification, what I've done is I've taken that piece of try the other end, Raymond. 43mm by 43mm, yep, timber, and put it on the shelf of a CD rack, and screwed a couple of buttons down to that, so that we can implement the modification to the wind turbine with a lot more accuracy. Good, isn't it? Right peeps, now I'm going to cut this piece of steel. Right, as you can see, I've put a slot in the jig, and that distance plus a little bit more gives me the length of the steel that I need. And what I'm going to do is I'll bring you back when I'm almost through, so you don't get bored watching me cut a piece of steel. Alright? Oops, I dropped that. Oh. And there we are. Getting myself all in a mucking puddle. Right, no magnets, okay? Because I've got a modification that I've come up with for this turbine, which everybody can use, obviously. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to fit two of these, but not like that. That's how fingers get buggered. I'll try to do the next one better. Well, properly anyway. Right. And then on the edge, hold your it. Overflow, said the plumber to his wife. So the way I do it is I get a gap in the segment, line it up with the centre of the magnet, and I make sure that I've got the same there. And just a little tweak over. Yes, right. Now, we'll see what voltage we get. Right. I can see the camera. So that must mean you can. Okay. Right. We're on AC, yes. Because I did one video and I had to do it again because I'd left it on DC. Right. Oh. And that's on volts, by the way. That was mediocre, wasn't it? Let's try again. There we go. 100 and odd millivolts. Right. Now, what I'll do now, I'm not worried about the current because the 100 millivolts, the current's going to be sod all. What I'm going to do now is show you the gap that we have, and I can get it in camera. I'm trying to get it on the screen instead of in the lens. Right, there's the gap, which is about the thickness of the magnet. Right, but I've tried and tried and tried to get a magnet in there, and I keep on ending up on the stator. So I've had an idea, and it's a modification. Now you see the results for this. Here's the results of the modification. I've done a modification, and this is the result. Over 3 volts. And it's consistent. Oh, I got 5 there, blimey. Or was that 2? No, there's 2 in it, duh. Because it's slowing down, not speeding up, you wally. Okay people, what I'm now going to show you is the magnetic field around the original magnets, and then I'll show you the modified field afterwards, doing the filings trick if I can. I've got a load of filings on this magnet here. Yeah, I know the filings themselves will be magnetised, but it should show the magnetic field, I hope. Doesn't seem to be. Oh, I've got to spread them out first, haven't I? Duh. Okay, I've got the magnet under the cardboard. There. Right. So let's spread those out a bit. Get some more. You can tell I've done this many times before, can't you? Right, that's thinned them out a bit better. Right, so I'll put the magnet in place first. Then I'll bring the... Why is that rotating like that? Thank you. Right, I'll bring the card down to it. Well, as you can see from these here, let's bring in a bit more. Oops, wrong way. Right, turn you around a bit. Sorry about this, but you know I'm never repaired or even prepared. Okay, as you can see from these lines here, and if I move them, they'll move. No, I'm taking the magnet with me. Oh well, but you can see the magnetic field's quite wide from that. I know I'm not showing this very well, but I'm doing what I can. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is show you that I'm going to spread all these about. Right, I think that's spread about enough. Okay, now then, if I get one of the modified ones, and put down the way they sit. Why is it not? None of these are standing up for some unknown reason. Here we go. As you can see, the magnetic lines are a lot tighter and more elongated. Okay, pretty neat, huh? People, all the modifications are in, and I've got it set up to show you the voltage only on one coil at the minute. So we'll set this to DC this time. Got a bridge rectifier and a capacitor across it. I've got 29 volts on it at the moment where I've been testing, and there is quite a bit of current in that capacitor. Right, unfortunately, because of the injuries I sustained to my shoulders, and I'm right-handed, I can't show you fantastic current. I can only get it to spin fast enough to show about, I don't know, 150 milliamps, something like that. I can't remember. So, what we've got here is we've got the bridge rectifier and capacitor on one coil, okay, and the capacitor is now down to 2.2 volts, and simply by turning I can, and that's with my finger, That's 15 volts. This is far more than I need, but that's not a problem because I can step it down through a DC to DC converter before it hits the lithium ion packs in the system. Right, so I'm going to give this a good spin up. Let me watch the voltage. That's with every spin. I must admit that because of the modification, the cogging has gone up somewhat, and that's one of the reasons why I can't get the spin I need to show you the current. I can only go by what is in the capacitor. Now I'm going to change coils. Right, you saw that about 50 volts. And I'm going to change to the other coil, which is these two. Right. And now we're on the brown and black. We were on the blue and white before. Okay. Again, going into the bridge rectifier and capacitor. Okay, the capacitor is discharged again. We're now on the next coil. How strange! Both coils are showing 50 volts. Well, 48, but 50 when I spin it up. I'm getting what I want. And more, I get what I want and then some. Because my target was only 6 to 8 volts. And that's all I wanted. But with the modification, because I got voltage, I didn't have the current. So I had to put more modification in, hence got more voltage, and we have lots of current. Let's discharge it, lovely. But it doesn't take much to charge it back up. So I know I'm producing some current and the capacitor is helping, but I'll try and do a demonstration and hope I don't bugger myself up. Right, we'll turn it over to amps, turn that round to amps, put that, we don't want AC, do we, twat? God, I tell you what, if I had brains, you lot would be in trouble. Okay, it's on amps, so I'm going to do my very best to spin this up as fast as I can. My apologies if I know I'm not going to succeed, unfortunately, but here we go. I can't see the meter and do the spin at the same time because I might be able to. I can just about see the meter in the camera display, so let's see what we got. I'm over 100 milliamps. Yeah, but that's as you can imagine, not going very fast at all. You know, cut them off to go in between the magnets so that the magnets don't go on a wander, shall we say. By using this, I've got several pieces of this. Don't ask me where I got it from, I can't remember. I should be able to make up a whole lot and put them all in one go. And the magnets will be the same distance apart all the way around. Okay people.